Hey everybody, Mason here. Sorry it's been a while since I've updated you on the food forest project, but I've made a lot of progress. I've been busy, that's why. I like to do more than I talk. I over deliver usually, you know. So we're making video today to go over all the new things that we've got here, all the progress we've made. And I'm walking towards the gate so I can show you, starting from that point, all the new updates. Alright, so let's get right into it. I hope everybody's doing good. We're doing great here. It's been very wet. It rained a lot, and I'm going to show you something that's going to be a little bit of a surprise, but yeah, it's been a lot. It's been raining a lot, and some people flooded in this area of southeast Texas, but we're in a good spot, even though we've received this significant amount of rain, like much more than the usual. But I'm glad. I'm happy with it, because I needed this for what I'm trying to do here. So, but for other people, maybe that's not ideal. But it is what it is. I'm very thankful and grateful for what has happened already. All right, so as you can see, it's not winter time. It's not cold. It's actually really nice. It's like in 69 maybe, and it's raining a little bit. But I have my hoodie on so I don't get bit by mosquitoes. Alright, let's go through. Let's start this. Look at that. So I finished half of the property's fencing. Yeah, so finished half of the property's fencing. Did the gate, done all the front, and most of the side from the other end. So I just have to go around now. I gotta put up the back gate and the back fence and the left side here. Let's do wider. Yes, there you go. So as you can see, this is why I wanted to come here. This is why I wanted to live here. When I showed up last summer, it was like this. It was amazing. Everything was green. Felt like I'm in the middle of a really healthy forest. So I'm so happy that things have made a comeback, and it's actually looking better than what I've seen it the last time, mainly due to the rain. So let's get inside. I don't remember if I included this in the last video. Hold on, let me pause the video, wipe the cameras, and I'll be back. There you go. Sorry about that. It's raining, so anyways, so I put up a line of figs right here. I love figs. It's a great resource of food. Doesn't need much work, doesn't need a lot of care. So I put up a line over here. I'm gonna plant so many fig trees around here, just due to their high success rate, delicious fruit, very low maintenance. So I'm gonna have more figs, multiple varieties here. We'll go through them once they start producing. As a matter of fact, the ones over there already been producing, so we'll go over there, take a look at that. As I was walking by, I saw something really interesting here. Look at this. Never seen this before. That looks so cool. I have to identify it. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's some sort of berry or something. I don't know. Pretty cool. Anyways, yep. So line of figs here. Most of them I propagated from cuttings myself, and I bought, some of them didn't make it, like 2 I think, so I bought replacements online, different varieties that I didn't have here. So I want to have as many varieties as possible. All right, look at that. Look at this place. Everything's green, saturated, looks healthy. I couldn't have asked for more. So I don't remember the name of this little palm tree plant, whatever you want to call it, but Hold on, let me wipe the screen, the camera again. There we go. Keep getting water on the lens. But yeah, this was right over there, and it looked ridiculous. So I moved it over here. So actually, what I did, I got it out of the ground. I used the little excavator I got, and I put it in a pot just so it can recover from that shock, the initial shock, and then I put it over here. Let's go over to the left. This tree limb fell. Most of the trees here, these trees, I'm gonna cut down. This is gonna be my new planting area. This is gonna be mainly, on the sides will be fruit trees. In the middle will be just vegetables, everything we need here and more. Everything from potatoes, carrots, everything. This is gonna be here. Over here in this section, I put up a nice little watermelon area. Watermelon and cantaloupe. So 4 rows. Did the spacing right. Unfortunately, some of the seeds didn't come up. They were probably old. I bought them online. I didn't know what to expect. But some did well, some didn't. So that's unfortunate, but it's no big deal because I actually I planted about 8 on each row. So if I can get a couple to come up, I'm gonna wait till they get bigger, and then I'll thin them up. And in the areas where they didn't come up, I'll probably just transplant some of these as carefully as possible. As I'm looking around, it seems like something is getting to them. It's eating some of the leaves. It's so unfortunate here. We have some rabbits, and they've been a menace. And that's just the cost of being in the middle of the wilderness, I guess. So that's not a big deal. Hopefully we get to share with these creatures some of the food we're growing. I guess it's an inevitable thing, so not a big deal. I might have to protect some of these plants though. I might make like a small mesh and let them grow first, and give them a better chance, because these rabbits are kind of a menace. Anyways, let's move on. Let's get over here. Look at all the new growth we've got. Pakistani mulberry looking great. I don't remember if I've included this in the video, but I had to move those banana plants that I had next to the workshop. I brought them over here because some caterpillars were destroying them. So I wanted them to grow here, give them a chance to grow before I put them somewhere. Maybe not this season. I might have to put them inside for a little bit. Marigolds, some of them already producing flowers, so that's really cool. The citrus looking great. It's making a comeback. It's very strong. This one, gardenia, I had next to the workshop. It was in the middle of where the fence line was going to be, so I had to move it. So I put it over here, gave it fertilizer, compost, mixed it in the soil, and it's looking great. Made a really strong comeback. I put a line of marigolds around too, so I think it looks cool. Citrus here, looking good. No problem so far. I've been expecting some leaf miners, but maybe it's a little early right now. But they look good. I haven't had any leaf miners yet, so that's one thing I'm going to be keeping an eye on. Catch it early before it spreads. Everything made a comeback except for one white pomelo, so I replaced it. I got a different one. Look how big this one leaf is. That's crazy. This is a white pomelo variety. It's really sweet. I think it was seedless, We had one, we let one grow, but this season I'm not letting anything produce fruit. It's just no good. This is another white. I think it's the same variety actually, but not letting anything produce fruit. If it's a tiny plant, then I'm gonna give it extra time to grow and mature before I let it fruit. This one mulberry is looking great. I don't know if you remember, it was tiny before. Look at it now. It's like a couple of months of growth, that's it. But if you take care of it really well, they'll fight back, and whatever disease or insects trying to get to them, they'll get through that and grow really well. My loquat setup here, I added some new varieties. Some of those seedlings I grew from seed. They didn't make it. The rabbit destroyed them. So as you can see, if it's within the rabbit's reach, I put up a mesh around it. But anyways, let me show. So basically this is these two right here, a couple of new varieties. I think this is Big Jim, and that's a Palucci. And I have a couple of new ones coming in as well. Over here, this is Yehuda. Very nice looking loquat. This is how it got to me. It had some fertilizer burn, I think, but I didn't do that, just so you know. Anyways, 3 new varieties, 2 more coming, and I want to have a really nice loquat collection, even though I'm going to struggle with production, because loquats produce fruits or flowers in the fall / winter time. So sometime during that season they start flowering, but not all of them. Some varieties they do it early, some varieties they do it later. Okay, so there's a couple of techniques I'm going to follow to try to either cover these plants and protect them from some of the freezing we get here, or there's a technique where you cut the flower cluster, and after like few weeks it flowers again, just because of that. Okay, but you have to cut the flower cluster in order to get it to do that exactly. So I'm going to try that as well. I'm also going to, because I don't know, like it's really hard to find enough information online. Most of this I'm doing just to like as a what do you call it, like test, you know, to understand and find out which ones will produce flowers the latest, because that's what I need here, because we get frost and hard freezes sometimes. Like last couple of seasons we were down to like 12 to 14 degrees with wind chill. The loquats can take like 10 or less, okay, but they'll never produce flowers. They'll never produce fruit, because their flowers will die. They'll freeze and die. So that's a problem, but I'm going to fix that. I'll follow some techniques and put in the time and the effort to make sure we get some fruits. All right, what else we got here? I don't know if I showed you this. This is recent, but we have apricot and aprium line here. This is an apricot, I think Moon Park or something. A couple of aprium varieties. Got them bare roots, so they're looking great. They were very healthy. Let's come over here. The rose is looking great. They all came up, but it's gotten wet. The flowers they don't like the rain, so some of these this one right here, I think I might have to get out of the ground, because it might not be a bush. It might be one of those climbing varieties, but I don't know. It's just the growth habit doesn't look doesn't look promising. I like it more like this, you know, and like this upright. They call them cut flowers, cut roses. So, but they look great before the rain. It's been raining for a couple of days. That's why the flowers looking pitiful a little bit. All these marigolds came up, looking great. The angel trumpet, Carolina jasmine. These couple of citronella plants here. Duke of Tuscany jasmines. The Rangoon died, I'm going to replace it. More marigolds and roses. Bananas have gained some strength and growth. The mint, the citronella plants on each side. This section smells really nice, especially when it rains. And look at this! Whoa! How the heck did this happen? So, I built this little greenhouse. 16 by 24 by 12. Did it in a week. It's really not like, it's not the best greenhouse setup, but it's enough for what I'm trying to do here. So I'm not trying to overthink it or overdo it. I just needed the protection, the environment, but I think it looks pretty cool for what it is. So now I just have to put up the weed mats and put some rock on top of it. I'm waiting on the ventilation fans. I'm going to put one there and one there for air circulation. And I'll get the plants in, start growing stuff inside, some vegetables and fruits. Mainly tropical stuff. Kind of changed my mind on that. I really like some of the tropical things. I like the greenhouse environment, so why not have some of that good stuff? I need to put up like a nice little lock system here. Right now I'm just using this piece of wood. Soon I'll have this completed. Look at all the vegetables we put in these pots. They're going nuts. No fertilizer, by the way, just compost. All these, the tomatoes are producing flowers already. Some broccoli. It's crazy. This is like a month or less than a month worth of growth. I don't know what this is, but it's producing flowers. Let me see. Peas. We're just testing stuff. So this is really cool. What else we got here? We got Tippy Tip Tip here. Oh, look what he did. He always attacks this one plant here. I don't know what's his deal with this. He doesn't like it. It's crazy. The dragons looking great. They're producing a lot. They're growing, but obviously this is not an ideal setup. I need to finish their cages, put them inside the greenhouse soon. This miracle berry or miracle fruit suffered a lot because the transplant, but it's making a comeback. There's tons of new leaves coming up, so that's really cool. Here, this is one of my grafts. It's successful, as you can see. My recent graft. This is a Cambodian jujube. It tastes really nice. It's like a mix between Middle Eastern jujube and Indian jujube. So that was really cool. I found that on Etsy. I bought some fruits from this one seller, and I bought another batch of fruit, and I was like, wow, this is really good. So they sent me cuttings, and I have some Ziziphus Mauritania variety of jujube. I have the root stock, so I put the graft on top and it worked out. So that's awesome. Got curry, some of these tropicals here. Curry, starfruit, carambola. Looks great. Grumichama, I think that's how you say it. Really like these leaves. This is a June plum. It suffered some supposedly transportation stress, but I don't buy that. The plant came in pitiful condition, so I think they just they didn't take care of it. So when they shipped it, the soil was completely dry, probably to save on shipping, so that didn't work out. But anyways, the plant was completely defoliated, and some of the limbs were already dried out, blacked out. I was like, that's not just for transportation stress. That took a while, for it to happen. Not 4 days of transportation. So I don't buy that. Anyways, some dwarf mango varieties. I got Nelium or Neelam, and in the back we got Michaela mango. And here, what is this? Oh, this is a longan, Kahola longan. These some more jujube rootstock, so I can propagate some of these jujube varieties I have. This is a red Malaysian guava. I got some of my. I love these. What do you call these? Oh, this is a jujube seedling that came up over here on its own. That's crazy. I didn't plant the seed over there, so I don't know how it came up. I think it is. I'm not sure. I'll have to wait and see, but the leaves look similar. Some jabuticaba. It's different varieties. I got the red scarlet, Grimal, I think. Grimal. And here is polyester. This is a really nice, very rare, the fruit is very large variety. Some Pakistani guava in the back, some Atomoya, Lisa and Geffner, I think, right here. I got a couple of raspberries, but their roots, they didn't come up yet, so I'm still waiting. Oh, this right here is a Premier Loquat. They're dwarf. They retain their smaller size. They get up to like probably 8 to 10 feet. This greenhouse is 12, so it'll be just fine in there. What else? Some catnip over there. I'll go back to the side. I planted the sugar cane here in the back of the greenhouse. Got a little bit of paint on it. It's not a big deal though. It's looking good. It's surviving. This is a pink jasmine. Put it right here so I can crawl on this tree trunk. Suriname cherry, edible hibiscus, the red, what do you call it? I forgot. This is a really nice Suriname cherry. It's got a very large fruit and sweet. It's not sour. Some of these avocados. I think this is fantastic. Joey and Leela over there. Joey's growth is unbelievable. Very healthy, fast growing. It came back really fast. This is like a couple months worth of growth. But these varieties, not so much. Look how slow they are. I've done exactly the same thing with those and did not get the same results. So I'm not sure what else to do about that. And look at this. We have a little lake in the back. Yeah, so this whole area is flooded. And as you can see, the previous owners, this place, they brought a lot of dirt and they lifted the property up. So they did a fantastic job. That's so much money, so much effort to do this, but I guess they wanted to live here. They loved this place, so they did what they found, what they saw that was necessary. So they brought all this dirt and they lifted this place up, put their house down, and it worked out great. According to the people around us and them, this place is never flooded in the sense of like the structure itself. So that's great. Very thankful that they've done that. Anyways, let's go back over here. Let's see. Some of our seedlings here. They got rained on a little bit, what do you call it, sprayed, like painted. It's unfortunate. So I got some of these fig seedlings here. I'm gonna plant somewhere else. These jujube grafts, they didn't work. I don't know if they weren't compatible with the rootstock or what, but that didn't work. I gotta find a place for this Japanese lilac, I think. These passion fruits, I bought a couple of plants from the nursery, and I looked at the bottom and there were 2 per each, so one of them is red, one of them is purple, so I separated them and it worked out. Same thing here for these guavas, pink tropical guava. I bought 1 plant, there were 2 in the pot, so separated them, both made it. This is Mexican cream guava. This is Indian jujube, Ziziphus Mauritania. These are also the 2 Indian jujube varieties. This is what do you call it? Sheesh, I forgot. This is Sundari, ball Sundari. It's like really nice, large, ball-shaped fruit. And this is called Miss India, I think. Yes. This is white sapote. I think the variety is Vernum, I think. Some strawberry plants. Strawberry guava, lemon guava, and yeah, so that's that for that section. Some why do I keep forgetting the name of these? Sheesh, that'll get back to me. This is a Barbados cherry. Just trimmed it. I don't like lateral growth when they're so small, so I'm gonna let it grow taller before I let it branch out. So just pruned it a little bit. Scalini's doing great. She has 4 kids. What's here? What are you smelling? One of them's black, 2 orange, and 1 gray. I'll show you later. But look at here. It's getting color. I thinned these quite significantly because it kind of produced a ridiculous amount of fruit for a two-year-old plant. That's no good. No good at all. So there it is. We still have a good amount of fruit, really. Like I'm happy with the production that we've got so far. I should probably get rid of this. Then these, so we got some of that gel coming out of that fruit, so probably no good fruit anyways. But yeah, see, Flad Delight Peach. These plums didn't produce this season. They should have. They look like they were going to. They had a good root system, bigger trunk than the peach, but they didn't produce. Santa Rosa and Gold Plum. But if you look at here, this is, let me see what kind of plum is this. Bruce plum. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plums, I think. See? They're reaching their maturity stage. So that's really cool. Oh, let me go talk to the, hold on. Alright, back to the video. That was just a mail lady. I had to talk about some stuff. This right here, Florida King. It has one fruit, and it's not looking greatest, but I think it'll make it. So I left it there. Here, some pear. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pears, and it's growing. It's looking great. One of the quince. This one suffered a lot. That one goat that showed up over here in the beginning when we moved, he destroyed this one. So it's making a comeback. Pomegranate. It's called Goliath pomegranate. The other quince, on the other hand, it has fruit. I think it has like 7, 8 fruits. Let me see. This branch I need to cut. That doesn't look good. Yeah, see? Got a bunch of fruit, so I love quince. Hopefully I'll get some of that. In this section here, I extended this and added some more jujube varieties, but I don't know if they're gonna come up or not. I think they came from China, so they probably sat somewhere for a long period of time. So they were bare root, and they didn't come up. They don't have enough energy. So I called, or I emailed Etsy and told them about it. They gave me a refund, but they're not looking the greatest. I'm gonna wait and see. It's been over a month now, but didn't come up. This wasn't part of it, the order, but I got this from I forgot what the plant, or I think it's called One Green World. That's the nursery online. That's cocoa jujube. I found that to be interesting, that it would taste, it has hints of coconut, so that's cool. So I bought it, but it's tiny, so we'll see. The other jujubes are loaded with fruit. Lang got a lot of flowers, and hopefully those will convert to fruit. But look at this right here. This is Lee, I think, if I'm not mistaken. It already has developed some fruit. This is Shangli, also a heavy producer. And what is this? I forgot. Oh, this is Honey Jar. Honey Jar right here. I have to support them a little bit so they don't break in the wind and stuff. This is probably the heaviest producer here. That's the Chico. Looks crazy. So many flowers. Some of them are already turned into fruit. So that's pretty cool. All the little mulberry seedlings looking great. I had to replace the red Persian mulberry because, like I said, I bought it bare root and didn't have enough energy to come up. Blackberries already producing. Man, this produces so much. Look at that. Look inside it. This plant's crazy. Should have waited a little bit till it had more leaves, maybe. This is the wine berries, I think. Elderberry started flowering. We just bought it. I'm gonna have to move this somewhere else. I'm gonna put a different elderberry right next to it to cross-pollinate better. But this plant suffered an infestation of sharpshooters. Those bastards. They're horrible. If you get sharpshooters, I feel for you. So anyways, they're sucking the juice out of the plant, and it's shriveling. It's drying up, you see? Not good. I don't know if I can see. I've been killing them. Every day I walk by, I take like 30 seconds to just monitor. I don't know if you've seen the sharpshooters. There's one right there. Do you see it? Yeah, so let me kill it real quick. Every time I see him, I kill him. Alright, so I stopped this video so many times already. Apologize about that, but some things require attention immediately. This is sharpshooter. I don't know if I can. Anyways, these are really bad insects. They are sap sucking, and they suck the life out of plants. They take all their energy and the sap out of them. So make sure to kill them. Get them fast. Don't wait. But I've noticed when I was living in Houston, this was a much bigger problem because they didn't have predatory insects there. The place wasn't balanced naturally when it comes to you know, the insects and what eats what. So over there, I noticed when I had this insect, it was really bad and nothing was eating them, so I had to kill them myself. But over here, they're not as bad. So I do see them, but their numbers aren't as terrible as it was in Houston, because we have wasps and all kinds of other bigger insects that eat them. Maybe some types of birds. So that's pretty cool. But anyways, if you're trying to help your plants, well, first of all, let me tell you why this one insect is a huge issue. It's because of the grapes over there. Any European grape variety suffers significant damages with this one plant here. With this one insect, and they cause fatal results to European grape varieties due to the bacteria that these insects carry. So you have to be very careful with these insects. Sharpshooters, no good. Blueberry, I've been eating so much of these, and they're still producing. I just planted them the other day. I mean, not so long ago. Pomegranate, all of them look great except for one white variety that didn't make it. So just suddenly got stressed and dried up, and I don't know what was wrong with it, but I put it in a pot. It's still alive. No leaves though. We'll see what happens. This I replaced it with this Eversweet variety. They say this is one of the best. The fruit is somewhat seedless, and we'll see how that goes. Goji berry, flowering already. Pineapple, pineapple guava. Still trying to grow. This one flowered, but no fruit yet. Obviously, it's too small. Even if it has fruit, I will cut it. I will pluck it. The sun just came up, and I have to wrap up this video so I can go get a couple of packages from the mail office. Cherries, I noticed today they were getting eaten by this one caterpillar looking thing, so I removed the caterpillars. Ooh. These gnats, I hate them. So I removed the caterpillars just so I can give the plant enough time to come up without early damages. I'm not gonna mess with these shoots over here, and I'm hoping that one comes up with similar shoots to protect the trunk from what do you call it? To protect the trunk from heat stress. This looks like a graft. That's so weird. This is already grafted from the bottom, but doesn't this look like another graft here? I don't know if I can zoom in. Right, that's so weird. I don't know what's going on with this one, but these are both of these right here. Royal Crimson Cherry, very specific variety that doesn't need chill hours. Not a lot of chill hours. 200, great for southern states. If you do get some chill hours, these can take. They can handle that. About 200. Right here, some fig. I don't know the variety. Mimosa. I'm gonna let this grow really big, really tall. I love its pink flower. Looks pretty cool, but this area is empty. I just want something here to block this view. I'm gonna cut this down. I don't know, some sort of holly. I don't need it. It's probably good for birds though. Bird distraction. They're very invasive. Some of the crabapple getting taller, looking good. Some infestation, as you can see, but I have already noticed that we have some bunch of ladybugs getting to work. These golden Dorset apple. Which one is this? Red Lady or Red Fiji? Anna. They're looking good. This one, figs looking good. Do you see that? There's another sharpshooter. They eat figs. So what I do, boom. And I got the tip of that branch too. That's all right. More will grow. Kiwis looking good. They're still here. They're making a comeback from that one freezing that we got. This Asian pear. One of them didn't make it. Just didn't have enough energy to come up. That's the problem with bare root. Sometimes they just don't make it. So the success rate is not 100%. So, but it's pretty high. I'm happy with that. More fig. Oh, there you go. More fig varieties. I love whatever this is. Some sort of carpet weed. That is great. I love that. It's growing on top. It's growing in the ditches. In the ditches, there's all kinds of these wildflowers coming up. That's great. I want these ditches to... I'm going to plant something here inside. I don't know what I'm going to plant, but I'm going to do it. But I like that it's getting covered up with these carpet weed, because that's going to help with moisture retention. Yeah, so look at all these varieties of fig. I have so many varieties of fig. I don't know what's gonna be the champion, but I'm assuming some of these aren't going to be compatible with this weather that I'm in, so I will act accordingly. This is Pow Pow Shindua variety. The one I got here did not make it because the nursery I bought from, they're terrible. Let me show you what they've sent me. Like most of the trees I bought for them, they were like that. And surprise, surprise. This is what they sent me. Look at this crap. No roots. What is this? I mean, I get it. Like sometimes this might work, but I guess you're increasing your failure rate by so much. Two beautiful persimmon and a Pow Pow did not make it, so I'm going to replace these Pow Pows with something else, but you need a pollinator for Pow Pow, so there's more coming. I got the sunflower and Benson, I think, varieties. I'm going to put one here, put one there to replace this catastrophe. All right, so these are some of my grapes. I think these are most of them are European varieties. That's what I was worried about, because those sharpshooters, they'll destroy these. Their bacteria will kill the plant, just like the HLB citrus greening. Some of those insects have bacteria that target specific plants. Those plants won't make it. Well, look at this. Look at this fig. Where'd it come from? I didn't plant that there. It must belong to this because it has the same leaf. I've never seen a fig that go this distance. So, like, I mean, all the figs are so young. So, okay, cool. But look at this. We're loaded with figs. Very nice. And I'm gonna have to spray some anti-fungus here, some copper, because this is fungus. This is white mildew. Not good. But that's easy to deal with, not a big deal. That's the good thing about copper. It works really well on this issue. So yeah, as you can see, different fig varieties. If you look at the leaves, almost all of them are looking somewhat slightly like different. Look at the size of this one. This must be some sort of giant variety here. Where is the tag? Okay, come up, tag. Let me see what you had. This one is Celestial. Celestial. Look at that. Cool name. We'll see what comes up. These are the another European grape variety. Another one. And I'm always looking for those sharpshooters. The thing about sharpshooters, they actually... Oh, there you go. I just saw one. Hold on. Let me zoom in and see if I can show you. Right there. I'm gonna pause and kill it. Another sharpshooter. Another day, another sharpshooter. Oh, there's another one over there. Okay, I went around and killed a whole bunch of them. That's how I do it every day, maybe multiple times a day. They will not outgrow my killing. So, look at the grape. This is an Italian variety, I think. Some muscadine. More grape. So yeah, I mean, when you're dealing, see, there's another one right there. When you're dealing with these insects and you don't want to spray chemicals all over the place, you gotta do what you gotta do. All right, I got a whole bunch, so I'm gonna call that a success. They won't survive. They just don't produce daily, you know. Me plus the other predators, the insects that eat them. We'll get this under control. I don't know if you remember this banana. Look how big it is. This is insane. I just planted this. It's looking large. That's crazy. That's how things look so far. See, I'm gonna let that carpet take over the mulch to provide extra water retention, because I don't want, like at some point I really don't want to water. I'm gonna let things naturally come up. But the way I'm gonna do it is by protecting the ground from the sun. I'm gonna let trees get a little bit bigger, provide shade. I'm gonna let the weeds take over. I'm gonna feed the plants a lot, but I'm not gonna get rid of any type of cover unless it's really, really problematic. If that's an issue, then I'll take care of the issue. I won't mess with them. If it's a good cover, it's a good cover. It is what it is. Oleander, different varieties, all of them coming back. They're looking good. Look at this right here. I don't know if I showed you this, but I didn't know we had this huge pear tree loaded, like I don't know how many pounds of fruit, but it's loaded with fruit. Ridiculous. Awesome. And I noticed this the other day. This is I think American persimmon, just growing out of the ground, just like that. And I'll show you another surprise there that I found. That was I found the other day when I was working on the fence. I think this is another one actually, but let me show you on the other side first. All the fig here, they're still alive. One of them died, I replaced it. But they're all growing leaves and they're looking good. Two of the plums I planted here that I grew from seeds did not make it. The one over here and the one at the end. But this is how the plum looks like now. These were grown from seed at the end of the season, or in the beginning of the season. Really cool. They should produce fruit in 3 years, 4 years sometimes. I don't know what I'm gonna get, but if it's a good plum, tastes good, I'll eat it. How you doing? Okay. Let me show you something here. Oh, we had an alligator here the other day. I'm looking for him. I don't know if he's still here or not. It was pretty cool. He was a small one, like 4 feet. Ah, look at this. Got pow pow. Just growing randomly here. There's, I think, 3-4 seedlings in this section here. How cool is that? Pow pow. There's like bunch of fruit. But this is really cool. I'm waiting to see how big it gets and how it tastes, because these are wild varieties. They are native to this region, and I was just so happy when I saw that. Very excited. Yeah, but this is where I got to the fence right over there. I'm gonna finish this right here soon. Put up a 14-foot gate, 14 foot wide, right here behind me. My solar setup held up really well. It got really strong winds and stuff. I haven't had any problems with it, so that's great. This is Tippy Tippy Tip Tip. Look at his tail. Isn't that crazy? He's a very pretty boy. This looks like a pow pow too, but I don't see any fruit. I'm just looking at the leaves. It looks like pow pow leaves. At this stage, I know what pow pow leaves look like. And that's what they look like, but I don't see any fruit. Alright. Okay. There it is. I think we're done. Another update. Another day. Another month went by. A lot of success. Some failures. It is what it is. What are you gonna do? I'm just collectively happy with the progress so far. Now I need to end the video and go to the mail office and pick up my package. I got a couple of really cool trees, very rare to pick up. They've been in the box for 2 weeks, so I gotta go save them. And the mail lady, she stopped yesterday and she said nobody was here, even though I was working right here in the yard. She didn't come in because it said needed signature. I was like, okay, so how are you gonna get a signature over there? If you're not gonna knock on my door asking for a signature. Whatever. People are weird like that. Okay, well, this is I don't know what this is called, but really smells really nice at night. It blooms at nighttime. It smells like jasmine. But it's going nuts here. There's another one last look at the place. Stay tuned for more updates. Hopefully we'll make this happen and enjoy all this. Peace.